facts from some niggas who ain't fact. Only niggas talking crazy is the ones with no motion. Just like the kitchen sink talking crazy about the ocean. And when they mention me, all I'm hearing is emotion.
Stay away from people who's cool with people who ain't cool with you. They play both sides. Facts.
Shout out Hankin TV. If you ain't watching Hankin TV, then what you watching? Nigga, what you watching? If you ain't watching Hankin TV. You know what I'm saying?
I bought you some brand new Crocs, but they pink though. Now they said the red ones stink, so drop them in a sinkhole. When I pull that 40 cal out his mouth, y'all call that nigga deep throat. Hankin cocaine stick, we finna make him stick to the G code. This nigga is guilty for putting the whole city in breach mode to get the C4 for this weak code. I'ma send a 223 straight through your people.
Since I came up out the womb, I love winning cause I know the feeling when you lose. Keep it solid from my head to my shoes. This what I do. I said, ooh, stick to that paper like my hand covered in glue. Lie to my bitch, but to these streets I tell the truth. Rap with a stick, we clean up shit just like a broom. I said, ooh, I said, chubby nigga, but my bitch is bad, so it even out. I'm ignoring calls from the same hoes you be dreaming about. Accepting calls from my dog till they free them out. My own cuz try to double cross me, now he bleeding out. Whole city know what we about, beneficial since day one. Since a little nigga, I been shooting shit up like Trey Young. Your favorite rapper claim to be a trapper, but he ain't one. Already tried to rob him for his profit, but it ain't none. If you see me with him, that's my brother, I ain't got no friends. I just got some bands, counted 10, did my dollar dance. I just heard your man got caught with 10 and he got out again. I don't understand. I said, ooh, bitch, I been that nigga since I came up out the womb. I love winning cause I know the feeling when you lose. Keep it solid from my head to my shoes. This what I do. I said, ooh, stick to that paper like my hand covered in glue. Lie to my bitch, but to these streets I tell the truth. Rap with a stick, we clean up shit just like a broom. I said, ooh, I said, you a bitch nigga that's ballin' like Joanna Man. If you hate on a man and still shake his hand, and you are not a man. Never needed a lot of love, I just need a lot of bands. You been pillow talking to that bitch and still ain't fuck yet. I done nutted quick on that little bitch and left her upset. Street nigga, I might pull up foreign in a project. Nigga feeling froggy elite, he get dissect. 2C, meal, Corvette. She eat meat till she got a sore neck. Keep heat, baby, I'm a war vet. Salute to the truth. I said, ooh, bitch, I been that nigga since I came up out the womb. I love winning cause I know the feeling when you lose. Keep it solid from my head to my shoes. This what I do. I said, ooh, stick to that paper like my hand covered in glue. Lie to my bitch, but to these streets I tell the truth. Rap with a stick, we clean up shit just like a broom. I said, ooh, I said.
What's the word? What's the word, man? I stick to that paper like my hand covered in glue. You hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. That right there, that's an artist out of Dayton, Ohio. That's C Money Baby. Fire. Make sure y'all go check him out. I also interviewed him on the channel, so go check out that interview. So what happened was I was sitting here just chilling, and somehow my HomePod came on. It got to playing music, so I'm sitting here jamming, and that came up. I said, "Damn, I forgot that right there, fire." So I just started going through his albums. He just dropped a recent one. You know, I got Dayton, Ohio on my back, man. If ain't nobody else gonna put Dayton on, I am. So that's C Money Baby. Make sure I go check him out. That song right there called Ooh, it was fire. So last night I did an interview with Infamous Sylvia, man. Shout out to the Infamous family for coming through, repping real hard over here with the Hustle Gang. We did an interview, as y'all know, she was present during the whole YSL trial. So last night we did an interview. She talked about that, told us about her experiences, how it was, some of the stuff she's seen going on in the courtroom. Because like I told her, man, it was kind of like amazing to see the general public and so many people behind them guys rooting, man. Because y'all know usually when guys catch cases, is lock them up and throw away the key. But it was real shocking, man, how the general public was really standing behind them. So what I was doing the other day, man, I was just scrolling, man, and I came across a dope story time by SRT Bree. I know SRT Bree, she was doing that car content for a minute. Hold on, let me slide over here right quick. Okay, she was doing the car content for a minute. So I hadn't seen her. So I messed around and came across her TikTok. And she had a story time on there about, like where she been at. And so come to find out, she had a situation to where one of her assistants tried to set her up. I'm gonna get into it, but this is the thing about it. I'm gonna tell y'all this kind of spoiler alert. So her assistant set her up. The assistant set her up with two dudes. The assistant sent two dudes to her spot to try to jack her. The assistant got deleted, and both of the dudes ended up getting deleted. She deleted one of them. It's a wild story, man. I'm just gonna let her tell. Hold on, let me get it up here. It's a definitely a dope story time. I couldn't believe it. I said, man, what the hell? Hold on, let me get y'all together. I should have already had it set up for real. But yeah, it's a dope story time. How my assistant set me up, man. And that just go to show you, man, you can't trust nobody out here. Let me blow it up a little bit bigger so y'all can see it. We're gonna do like a little reaction. We're gonna do like a little Hankin TV reaction over here, man. I gotta kind of switch it up, man. Just keep different stuff coming, man, because y'all already know. I've been seeing them. I've been seeing them watching. You hear me? So here we go right here with the how my assistant tried to set me up.
Story time, how my assistant set me up to get robbed, and a week later she got gunned down on the highway. So I did this story time 2 years ago on my other TikTok page, but that page got deleted, and this comment has now gone viral. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do a story time, y'all. So this happened in 2021 when I started SRT Bree. I started a clothing brand, and it was selling out like crazy. So I hired an assistant. But how I found this girl, I met her at the club. I thought she was cool. So I was like, you know what? I need help. Can I hire you to help me send these orders out? Because at the time, I also started my skincare line as well. So I had a lot of orders coming in, and it was hard doing it by myself. So I hired her for about 2 months, and everything was going good. This is before I had my office. I was working out of my apartment, so she would come over, help me pack orders, and send them off. I always take a month-long birthday trip, and I was preparing to leave to go to Thailand for 30 days. But I had a lot of orders coming in, so I asked her to come in early to help me out before I catch my flight. Red flag number one, I was too comfortable around her. I used to have a lot of cash out, and I would have my guns laying around. She saw that I had a safe in my apartment, so she thought I was an easy lick. So the day...
Red flag number one. First of all, she said she met this girl in the club. I ain't gonna knock her on that. Sometimes you go to the club, you meet some people who you think is decent, but at the same time, I'm still gonna kind of, I don't know if it's just a guy thing or a street instincts or what, but at the same time, I'm kind of gonna feel a person out before I kind of expose too much stuff to them, you know what I'm saying? Here we go.
The day I asked her to come over to help me pack the stuff before I went on vacation, I just had like a really eerie vibe. Like I just had a gut feeling to not let this girl in my house. I don't know why. I just was like, okay, I don't think I want you over today. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of everything. So I texted her. I was like, don't worry about coming over. And she was just like.
Number two, that's just another example how we got to pay attention to them gut feelings. Shout out 400, man. We got to pay attention to them gut feelings. You know what I'm saying? She said that day for some reason, she just had a gut feeling. She had an eerie feeling. Y'all know 9 times out of 10, man, them gut feelings ain't right. That's what I was saying earlier. I don't know if it's just being in the streets or what, but it seemed like you automatically come with like that Spider-Man, that sixth sense. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of persistent, like, oh, I need the money type shit or whatever. I was just like, no, it's okay. I got it taken care of. So later that night, like around 10 p.m., I'm packing up the orders. I hear footsteps by my front door and I hear like crying out my door. I'm like, okay, what the fuck going on? So I get up, I put my ear to the door. I hear little noises by the door. So I look at the peephole. I see 2 men masked up trying to break in my shit. So I go back to my room, call 911. I grab my musket tool and headed back towards the front door.
She said she grabbed that musket tool. Now, first of all, number one, so this assistant. So she said when the assistant was at her house, she used to have money laying out. She seen this thing. She seen the strap. So evidently, the assistant must not have told these guys, like, man, y'all got to be careful. She in there strapped. You know what I'm saying? So that right there was a fatal mistake.
So I'm on the phone with the police. I'm like, there's people trying to break into my house. Y'all better come quick because it's gonna be a motherfucking problem if they come in this house. So as I'm saying that on the phone to the police, I see a person in my porch looking through the window. And as he looking through the window, the first guy who was at the front door kicks in my door and he got hit with that 5. I hit him 3 times, twice in the chest, 1 in the chin. He took off running. He fired some shots back, but didn't hit none. The guy.
Imagine that. You going on a lick. I ain't gonna lie, I've been on some licks. You know what I'm saying? You go on a lick, kick the dough in. As soon as you kick the dough in, you hear that fire. You know what I'm saying? Like I told y'all, she gonna tell the story, but she deleted one. She hit him 3 times, 2 times in the chest, once in the chin. So y'all know that's the one that got deleted.
The guy who was in the back ran to the front and got in the car as well. I'm looking at the car. I'm like, that is my assistant's car. So 20 minutes later, the police finally shows up, and I told them, I was like, I got a camera in the living room, I got a Ring camera, and I got a dash camera in my car because they parked the getaway car in front of my car. So I have all of the different angles of how these motherfuckers tried to come and rob me.
Sloppy. Not only was they careless, they were sloppy. You done parked the getaway car right in front of her house, and not only that, you done drove her assistant, the girl who set the lick up, y'all done drove her car, parked it right in front of her house, not even thinking about, like she said, Ring doorbell cameras, and then not even mention she got a dash camera in her car. Sloppy, man.
So they were like, do you need to go to the hospital because it was a blood trail? I was like, no, I ain't get hit. That's their blood. You need to be looking out for them because I definitely hit one of the guys 3 times. So boom, fast forward to the next day, she texted me again and was like, hey, Bree, I heard what happened. But mind you, I didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell my siblings. I didn't tell none of my homeboys in Atlanta. I didn't tell nobody what happened because I already knew.
Now that's the part right there that when I was watching it, that kind of like blew my socks off. So this girl that sent these guys over here, set her up to rob her. Like she said, somebody ended up getting popped. They had to run off. So she gonna text the girl. She gonna text her the next day talking about, I heard what happened. That right there is a dead giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Rookies.
Knew what type of time she was on. So I didn't tell anybody what happened. She texted me and was like, I heard what happened. But I didn't respond because I was like, yo, okay. Like, I see what's going on. Say less. They dropped one of the guys off at the hospital. He ended up dying from the injuries. And then 5 days later, she got pumed up on the highway. And that case has not been solved yet. I was investigated for it, but I had nothing to do with that situation. I was in Thailand when it happened. Like I said, I went in Thailand for 30 days for my birthday. So I had nothing to do with that situation. So boom, those 2 died, and then a getaway driver ended up dying a couple months later at a gas station. So yeah, don't rob nobody. Story time how my assistant set me up to get robbed, and a week later she got gunned down on the highway. So
hey, hold on right quick, y'all. Let me take this call right quick. I'm gonna put something up for y'all right quick. I already know who it is. Hold on. Let me put something up right quick. I'm gonna go ahead and give everybody like a definition of hanking. In Dayton, people selling drugs, they called it hanking. If a nigga was selling a lot of dope, they like, what I'm saying, I'm hanking.
Yeah.
So what I did it took and put a positive spin to it, So I took the word hanking and I made it stand for when you can supply the demand and consistently turn a profit.
This is a certified hood classic.
We've been had money. Money ain't nothing without us being together. It don't
I had it down, man. I had it on mute the whole time. Shout out Dennis Diva, good looking out. What I was saying we was gonna do, we was gonna go through the comments. We just did the story, you know what I'm saying? We just listened to SRT Bree do her story time on how her assistant set her up for the people who just come in. She was preparing to go on a 30-day trip for her birthday to Thailand. She went out to the club. She also owned a business. She had a whole bunch of orders she needed to get out. So the girl she met at the club, she eventually hired her, had her come helping her, mail her orders out before she went on her trip. But the girl, the assistant, ended up setting her up and sending 2 guys to her house to rob her. She deleted one of the guys when they came in, and then 2 weeks later, the girl ended up getting deleted. And then a little while after that, one of the guys that came, he had ended up getting deleted. That's that karma, boy. Karma don't got no discrimination. No discrimination. That's crazy. A month-long birthday in Thailand. Yeah, she's going to Thailand for her birthday. Matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. Since we A lot of people just came in, man. It's only 3 minutes long. I'm gonna play it again. Y'all, for the people who just came in, so we can really like kind of go over this right quick. So here we go, y'all.
Story time how my assistant set me up to get robbed and a week later she got gunned down on the highway. So I did this story time 2 years ago on my other TikTok page, but that page got deleted and this comment has now gone viral. So I was like, you know what? Let me just do a story time, y'all. So this happened in 2021 when I started SRT Bree. I started a clothing brand and it was selling out like crazy. So I hired an assistant. But how I found this girl, I met her at the club. I thought she was cool. So I was like, you know what? I need help. Can I hire you to help me send these orders out? Because at the time, I also started my skincare line as well. So I had a lot of orders coming in and it was hard doing it by myself. So I hired her for about 2 months and everything was going good. This is before I had my office. I was working out of my apartment. So she would come over, help me pack orders and send them off. I always take a month-long birthday trip and I was preparing to leave to go to Thailand for 30 days. But I had a lot of orders coming in, so I asked her to come in early to help me out before I catch my flight. Red flag number one, I was too comfortable around her. I used to have a lot of cash out and I would have my guns laying around. She saw that I had a safe in my apartment, so she thought I was an easy lick. So the day I asked her to come over to help me pack the stuff before I went on vacation, I just had like a really eerie vibe. Like I just had a gut feeling to not let this girl in my house. I don't know why. I just was like, okay, I don't think I want you over today. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of everything. So I texted her, I was like, you know, don't worry about coming over. And she was just like kind of persistent, like, oh, I need the money type shit or whatever. I was just like, you know, no, it's okay. I got it taken care of. So later that night, like around 10 p.m., I'm packing up the orders. I hear footsteps by my front door and I hear like prying at my door. I'm like, okay, what the fuck going on? So I get up, I put my ear to the door. I hear little noises by the door. So I look at the peephole. I see 2 men masked up trying to break in my shit. So I go back to my room, call 911. I grab my muscatel and headed back towards the front door. So I'm on the phone with the police. I'm like, there's people trying to break into my house. Y'all better come quick because it's gonna be a motherfucking problem if they come in this house. So as I'm saying that on the phone to the police, I see a person in my porch looking through the window. And as he looking through the window, the first guy who was at the front door kicks in my door and he got hit with that 5. I blew it. I hit him 3 times, twice in the chest, 1 in the chin. He took off running. He fired some shots back, but didn't hit none. The guy who was in the back ran to the front and got in the car as well. I'm looking at the car. I'm like, that is my assistant's car. So 20 minutes later, the police finally shows up, and I told them, I was like, I got a camera in the living room, I got a Ring camera, and I got a dash camera in my car because they parked the getaway car in front of my car. So I have...
But hold on. That's crazy. She called the police when she first heard him at her door. Then they came to her house. She didn't blame one of them, and it still took them 20 minutes to get there. That's crazy.
All of the different angles of how these motherfuckers tried to come and rob me. So they were like, do you need to go to the hospital because it was a blood trail? I was like, no, I ain't get hit. That's their blood. You need to be looking out for them because I definitely hit one of the guys 3 times. So boom, fast forward to the next day, she texted me again and was like, hey, Bree, I heard what happened. But mind you, I didn't tell nobody. I didn't tell my parents. I didn't tell my siblings. I didn't tell none of my homeboys in Atlanta. I didn't tell nobody what happened because I already knew what type of time she was on. So I didn't tell anybody what happened. She texted me and was like, I heard what happened. But I didn't respond because I was like, yo, okay. Like, I see what's going on. Say less. They dropped one of the guys off at the hospital. He ended up dying from the injuries. And then 5 days later, she got pumed up on the highway. And that case has not been solved yet. I was investigated for it, but I had nothing to do with that situation. I was in Thailand when it happened. Like I said, I went in Thailand for 30 days for my birthday. So I had nothing to do with that situation. So boom, those 2 died, and then a getaway driver ended up dying a couple months later at a gas station. So yeah, don't rob nobody.
That's crazy, man. That right there, I had to bring that up right there. Like, that was a quick video, straight to the point, and it was juicy. You know what I'm saying? RP to the ones who lost their life, even though they was in the wrong, but it was just a juicy. But that just go to show, man, how thirsty people is. How much money could she actually really had laying around her house? You know what I'm saying? Even if it was, what, 5, 6 bands, that ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? But when people thirsty, man, they definitely obey their thirst. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said before, my old girl getting hit up 5 days later on the highway, that already shows she right there. She was on some thirsty stuff. But see, that's one thing, man, about right now in this time, in this technology age, how it's so easy for young people and old to get so much money. It ain't easy. It's a lot of work, but we gonna say so easy through doing being entrepreneurs and influencers, YouTube and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know how we see a lot of these YouTubers that's getting the bag, how they be flexing. You know what I'm saying? The jewelry, the cars, and stuff like that. See, where I come from, the age where I come from, you run around, you look broke. You know what I'm saying? You don't let motherfucker, you know you got the bag. They just making themselves a target. Like she said, she kind of was slipping by showing old girl too much. But I can't believe they parked the car. Man, that was just so sloppy. They parked the car right in front of her house. And not just in front of her house, right in front of her car. And then drove the assistant's car. You know what I'm saying? That's what Diva say. Diva said, people are not mindful about the choices that they make. No, they ain't. You know what I'm saying? They ain't thinking about nothing. Once again, Ring door cameras. I'm parking around the corner. Like I said, I've been involved in some licks before, but we parking around the corner, down the alley. We getting on foot. That right there was just super sloppy. And it don't even surprise me. I mean, it's sad that somebody lost their life, but it don't even surprise me. You know, that right there was, there had to be some young thirsty dummies, man. You know, and that kind of slide in. We ain't gonna get deep into that. I'm gonna say that to another video, but it kind of slide into the evidence and the paperwork that's coming out about the second deletion for hire that Lil Durk got. That right there was sloppy because once again they got the phone records. And for the people who ain't aware of it and caught up with the paperwork yet, the guy who did the deletion, not only was they riding in a stolen car, he left his phone in the car. He left his phone in the car. The phone was in his girlfriend's name. His girlfriend had called the phone company and reported the phone stolen. A dead giveaway. And this just go to show, man, how I just can't believe it, man. It's just really unbelievable how the stupid shit people do. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I done did some dumb shit myself. But this shit right here they doing, man, is just super stupid. It seemed like ain't nobody learned from the YNW Melly case. From my understanding, from what I can remember, the YNW Melly case was like really one of the first cases that was publicized where we seen how dangerous them cell phones was as far as like pinpointing your location, pinging off the tower. I'm thinking it was something before that. But that YNW Melly case, which is connected to the culture, to the music culture, should have been a learning lesson. That's a blueprint right there. This dummy left his phone in the car. It's in his girlfriend's name, and she gonna report the phone stolen. Not just that. I got one of my dudes calling from the joint. Y'all wanna holler at him? We ain't doing nothing. We just chilling. Hold on. Hello? I'm gonna get him on. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna get him on for us. Nut. What's up with it? What's up? I'm on live, man. I'm about to let you holler at the people. I got to find my wire. I got to find the wire, though. Oh, here it go. Yeah, hold on. I'm about to let you holler at the people. I got to find my wire, though. Hold on, here we go. Hello? Can y'all hear him?
Thank you for using GTL.
Oh, it hung up. Scary ass. But yeah, man, and there you go. Nigga calling from the joint. And we just talked about situations that can get people put in the joint. Like I said, we're going to cover that Lil Durk situation. That's going to be a whole nother long video. We're probably going to slide through some of that paperwork. I seen the paperwork had came out. That shit was just sloppy, man. It's just crazy, man, how guys, man, are just throwing their lives away. I think that's a nice little lane too, man. 'Cause I've seen another case that had happened up in Cleveland, and this just happened a couple years ago, man. It was this guy. I'm gonna give y'all a breakdown of it. We might cover that. Just hit my DM up, man. Let me, like I told y'all, man. Let me know what type of content y'all want to see, man. We just gonna kind of break it up. It was this guy in Cleveland. He was like 40. He was like in his early 40s. He had spent 21 years in prison, in and out. He had did 21 years. So he got out this last time, you know. So he kind of was moving around to different places. So he ended up staying with his sister. And the story is sad that he deleted the whole family. He deleted the sister, the boyfriend, sad to say, and two of the kids, and the father. But although he did that, man, I kind of understood what he was going through because I went through it. So he got out. Like I said, he moved around a little bit. He ended up moving with his sister. His sister and her boyfriend, they both had cars. So, you know, he trying to get out. He trying to get out and get a job. He been locked up for 21 years on and off. So don't forget, it's hard to get these jobs. So he put in applications. It ain't no excuse. I'm not making no excuses. But like I said, it resonated with me. So he going around trying to get jobs. You know, they ain't giving him jobs because his record, the people he's staying with, his family and them, they getting on him like, man, you need to get a job. You need to get a job. You know, he like, I'm trying. He said he walked 11 miles. The day that he did this, he said he walked 11 miles trying to get a job when his sister and her boyfriend both had cars out there. So he said in a couple months that he had been staying there with them, you know, they was kind of like eating the food up. You know what I'm saying? He said he'd come up there like, what's up? They'd make dinner. You know, he said he'd come up out there, he'd come from the basement, you know, to get dinner. All the food gone. You know what I'm saying? They basically tell him like, man, you got to get it how you live. He a grown man. You know, he supposed to fend it for himself. But I'm going to tell you, man, when I did my 10 years, man, when I got out, it was like I got through to the wolves. Because I got just threw right back out into society. Don't get me wrong, I had somewhere to go, but stuff was just moving so fast. I had been gone so long, I couldn't adapt. You know, when you get out, man, when you do that type of time, one of the first things you want to do, you want to get a job. You want to get a job. Man, I went to every temp service in Dayton, Ohio. Everyone put in an application and they wouldn't hire me due to my background check. So I went to one temp service, you know, fill out the application. They call me back, you know, tell me it's looking good. Then they call me one day and tell me, we can't hire you. We ain't gonna be able to mess with you. You lied on the application about your felonies. I'm like, how did I lie on there? Now, for the people know, I was locked up for a body. But through the years, I had some other cases. So I put that on there. I pretty much put everything on there, but I had forgot, I think like a drug possession or something I had years ago, back in the early 90s. I had forgot to put that on there. At that time, that case was over 20 years old. So I'm like, man, I lied on the application. I said, I forgot. You know what I'm saying? So they shot me down. It was hard for me to get a job. So anyway, you know, he's saying they was eating up the food and stuff. They wanted to give him a ride to different places to try to get a job, which he a grown man. But I can relate though. You know, when you do that type of time, man, you kind of need, you know, you kind of like a baby again. So that final night, what had happened was, you know, he said they was down there cooking. He said he was tired. He said he walked 11 miles that day. He said he had blisters on his feet. So he said when they was cooking dinner, he was tired. So he's like, man, I'm going to go downstairs and chill for a minute, and I'll come back upstairs and eat. So he said he came back upstairs, you know what I'm saying, to eat. And he asked him, like, where the food at? Where my plate? They was like, man, it's gone. You better get it how you live. And he said he just bugged out, man. But he said he told them people before they let him out, like, man, I might as well not even let me out, man. You know, he kept telling the detectives, like, man, I was ready to go back home. He was institutionalized. He was like, shit, I was ready to go back home. He was like, I'd rather be in there than out here, because he said, and it was sad. He was like, I gained so much while I was in there. He's like, I got my GED while I was in there. I was working. He was just talking about all the accomplishments he making there. And that's one of the questions I've been keep bringing up by by President Trump being a convicted felon is they gonna change that on jobs applications, which I doubt it. But is they gonna change that? It's a shame, man, how when you go to prison, that's supposed to be you paying your debt to society, but when you get out, they still hold it against you, and it really make it hard for you, man. You know, I remember, man, I went to every temp service it was down here, and there was a lot of them. I couldn't get a job, man. And one of the things I done found through working now and from working when I was in there, people who have been incarcerated is some of the best workers. Because first of all, they disciplined. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They already institutionalized, so they disciplined. And then at one point in time, what the government was doing, I don't know if they still do it. It's been so long ago. They was giving jobs like tax write-offs for hiring convicted felons. You know, if you was a convicted felon and a job hired you, they got a kickback at tax time for hiring you. And by you being a convicted felon, what they also did, they automatically bonded you. If a company hired you, the government bonded you, which meant they had insurance on you, which would cover so much money if you was to mess up something there. You know what I'm saying? And that was one thing about the young thug trial that me and Miss Sylvia talked about last night. How the general public, it was just so crazy. It was a good thing, like how just the general public was behind them guys, man. It kind of like shocked me because during the trial, I was going to different channels like Law and Crime and different other content creators who was streaming the trial. How so many people in the comments was really rooting for them guys, even aside from how sloppy the state presented the case and how lackadaisical the evidence was. The general public was really rooting for them, and by them guys sticking it out, taking it to trial, will that encourage more people to take their case to trial? Because people are always quick to say the feds got a 98.9 conviction rate. The state got a 90-some point conviction rate. That ain't because people going to trial losing. That's because people is copping out. When a guy catch a case and he go in there and plead guilty, that's considered as a conviction. So that's why the conviction rate is so high. It ain't because guys is going to trial losing. It's because guys is going there and copping out. Now, if you look at the situation with that guy going with the Fulton County Jail now, that's what it's designed for. It's designed to make you cop out. You know, y'all see how they got the lawsuit now against the Fulton County Jail. How they talking about how bad the conditions and stuff is in there. That's what it's designed for. It's designed for you to cop out, man. I'm gonna go ahead and plead guilty and go on to the joint and get away from it. I did it before. I had caught a misdemeanor charge. So misdemeanor charges is only punishable by county jail time. A felony in Ohio is what send you to prison. I had caught a misdemeanor, and no, I had caught a felony. And they was like, well, we gonna drop it down to a misdemeanor and give you 6 months in the county. I said, nah, keep it as a felony and just give me 8 months in the joint just to get out that county jail. But that's why the conviction rate is so high. So I'm hoping that by them guys sticking it out, that encourage more people, you know what I'm saying, to take it to trial. Because a lot of times, I done did it before, man. You cop out, you plead guilty for stuff you really ain't even did, or they can't even prove just to get out of there. But it's designed to punish you. I ain't making no excuses, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that do deserve to be in there. But at the same time, man, people do change, man. People do change, and it's hard for a person to change and stay on the right path when you get out and you trying to do right and you striving to do the right thing, but the doors keep getting closed in your face. It all sounds good and dandy when I'll just keep trying, don't give up. Come on, man, you got bills that need to be paid. You know what I'm saying? You need to be fed. You get out, you living with somebody, you got people press you like, oh, you need to get a job or you got to get out. You know, they put guys in messed up situations. I'm definitely Saturday, tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're gonna be hanging with American Felon. He got a channel where he where he interview guys who've been incarcerated. Y'all know I got the Tales from the Cell show that I was running. I'm about to crank that back up. But hopefully this young thug situation, man, really like shed light on how unjust it is. Don't get me wrong, there's some people that need their neck stepped on, they need to be in there. There's a lot of people, man, that's in there and don't deserve to be. But it's hard to stand by that. Because just the other day, we covered the story for the people who weren't here. I covered a story about a guy. He did 20 years. He ended up getting out for being wrongfully convicted. They gave him $4.1 million. Now he locked back up for another body because a guy owed him some money for some drugs, so he took him out. See, that's what makes it hard for the people that's really trying to do the right thing when people do stuff like that. But it's just like anything else, man. It's a gamble. People, you got to take a gamble, man. I remember hearing, people saying that America was built on corruption and this and that, man. It's just a revolving door, man. But one of the things that kind of balance it out, man, it's really like so easy to get money right now. Like I said, entrepreneurship, creating content, it ain't gonna work for everybody, but there's some people out there, man, that's in shambles. But they got a talent. You know what I'm saying? They can hop on the internet. I mean, I wouldn't really advise nobody to try to jump in that to live, to pay their bills, but it's more like this is more opportunities now than it was then, and it's really gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna play that situation now with our president elect being a convicted felon, and not just a convicted felon, multiple felonies. You know what I'm saying? For some sneaky stuff. You know what I'm saying? Bribery. What was it? Bribery. Conning people. You know what I'm saying? Them sneaky crimes. So you mean to tell me we got a man running our country? This ain't no shot to him, and y'all ain't gonna do nothing about convicted felons on the job applications or make some type of a law where jobs got to give people with convicted that's felons a job. We got a guy that's locked up for some of the sneakiest stuff to run the country. When you fill out them job applications, one of the things they ain't gonna hire you for, we already know, is stealing. If you got stealing on your record, you is not getting hired. And that's basically, you know what I'm saying, kind of one of his charges. Stealing. It ain't they got it labeled as something else, but that's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? But that just go to show how they pick and choose, man. They definitely pick and choose. Like I said, tomorrow we got American Felon coming up. I got a real close friend of mine. He been home. I want to say he been home probably about just a little bit over a year. He just came home for doing 31 years. He just came home from doing 31 years. I'll be chopping up with him. That's the thing. It's them jobs, man. It's hard to get them jobs. Can you imagine how it would be to fall back into society at this day and time with all this technology for a person who's been gone 31 years? I was only gone for 10, and things had changed so much it was hard to keep up. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like everything was just going so fast. I didn't even know my way of kind of around my own city no more because they had built so many different highways and tore down so much stuff, man. It's crazy. Let's see what Diva said. Diva said, that's sad when a person been locked up for so long and get out and still can't get a job. They still can't get a job, man. Still can't get a job. It's been some people who got out and got some jobs and haven't looked back, end up owning the companies or owning their own company. And then there's been some guys that went in there and crashed out and did some dumb stuff. But at the same time, I bet you the success rate is higher than the failure rate. But they ain't looking at that, But that situation right there, we could talk about that until we blew in the face. Because look, one of the things infamous Sylvia said last night that people was paying attention, what brought people to the trial and paying attention to it was because due to the injustices and stuff. Look how long people been screaming that, man. People been screaming about how corrupt and injustice the system was, man, for double-digit years. You know what I'm saying? But hopefully, it kind of it brought some awareness, woke some people up, encouraged some guys to fight. And it had got to the point, man, to where I ain't been in trouble in a while, but it had came to the point to where I said I wasn't laying down no more. I was fighting. And the last little bit of trouble I did get in, I fought and won. You know what I'm saying? I didn't go all the way to trial, but I fought and won. I didn't plea out. That's what they were trying to do, get me to plea out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. But we kind of went in a whole different direction from this story time. But from what she was saying, man, we got to be on point, man. You can't trust nobody, you know. Is she to blame for it? Can we blame her? And we all play a part in it, you know. She kind of trusted somebody she didn't know too quick. But at the same time, that let you know, like, and that's what make people not want to help people. You know what I'm saying? Now that make her really don't want to work with nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. Wait till y'all see this new stuff that came out about this dirt case. And that shit was so super sloppy, man. And just to think, like people were saying in the beginning, like, oh, he gonna get out. We don't know what all they got. They told on themselves. They told on themselves. Let me see what else I got in here. Hold on, I got some more stuff in here for us. Oh, I'm gonna pop over here right quick, man. I'm gonna pop over here. I saved some stuff for us too, y'all. Oh, Quando Rondo, he played out to 33 months. I think that was he played out. Please. What did NBA young boy just do? Play it out. That's a conviction. But I think he definitely got a good deal for what they had him charged with. You know, and that's the thing about it. Like I say, when you plead guilty, that's a conviction. And I just said he got a good deal for what they had him charged with. They don't care. All they want is a conviction. So, say for instance, you facing we just gonna hypothetically say 100 years. If you facing 100 years and they tell you, we give you 3 years, you plead guilty, you know you're gonna jump on that 3 years, because if you don't, it's a possibility you can get 100 years. They gonna give you that 3 years because it's a conviction, and guess what? They know you coming back. They know they gonna get you. They know they got you caught up in the web. Because once you get out from the 3 years, you on paper. If you don't go by the guidelines on that paper, what they do, they lock you back up. It's a revolving door. I ain't even gonna go down that rabbit hole right there. That rabbit hole is just like going down the political and religion rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? And then I might be kind of biased about it by me have been through it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just speaking facts and speaking from experience. One of the things that's going crazy, man, as we know, is the hold on, is the Remy Ma Papoose situation. Black Love. Remember Black Love, y'all? This right here, I don't know if it's a play. I don't know if they doing it for the gram or what. But if y'all remember, a couple years back, they was like the model couple for relationships, and he stood by her side the whole time she was locked up, and she came home, they got married, bam. Now look. Well, she supposedly had, we heard about a month or two ago, she supposed to have cheated on Papoose with an easy to block general, and Papoose supposed to have put hands on him, and then had faded out for a minute, but here it go and then popped back up. So I don't know if it's a play or not. They definitely going back and forth. Shout out $1 Million Minds, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We just hit 3K. We on the road to 4K now, man. We on the road to 4K. But I got so tired of seeing stuff about this yesterday, and it didn't make no sense. Tory Lanez, I ain't got the article, but Tory Lanez is back in the news. They done drug another YouTuber in it, Malago Grams. I be watching Malago Grams a little bit. She be doing like a celebrity news channel. They saying that Tory Lanez had hired her to attack Megan Thee Stallion. It's crazy. But you know that's the rebuttal. That's just their rebuttal, because you know they saying Tory Lanez supposed to have evidence now to say that he didn't do it or nothing. So I guess that's their rebuttal. So they gonna come with anything. And that's a perfect example again right there. People going to trial in the court situation from the evidence that was presented in that courtroom, and that guy that supposed to be their star witness saying the flash from that gun muzzle came towards that female, that didn't make no sense. Let me ask y'all out there, although it's over and it's been a while, we got a couple people in here. If y'all think Tory did it, drop a 1 in the chat. If y'all think Kelsey did it, drop a 2 in the chat. I know y'all still remember the case. It been a minute ago. But don't forget that star witness said the flash from that muzzle came from the female, which would have been Kelsey. And then it's kind of mighty funny. See, I watched half of that. I need to go back and finish. I did watch half of that Megan Thee Stallion documentary, and it's kind of crazy how they were supposed to be friends, as close as friends they was, for them to fall out like that. But during that documentary, Megan said the reason they fell out, she said she couldn't believe. So what happened was, y'all know, Tory supposed to have to do whatever he did. So he tried to meet up with Kelsey and offer some money to start her business or something, not to tell. So Megan was saying that she couldn't believe that she would take a meeting with the guy who supposed to have did that to her best friend. Diva said she believed. Then Diva said she believed Kelsey did it. But that was crazy. And then also we already know we got the stuff about Jay-Z. We talked about that the other day. I definitely don't believe that. I don't believe it. I don't understand it. I don't understand how somebody doing. They say Tory found out Megan was a man. Oh no! I watched half of that documentary. I'm gonna go back and watch the other half of it. It definitely was. It was interesting. I'm gonna put it like that. It was interesting. The Jay-Z situation, even with the Diddy situation, he posted and got 3 new suits, and these right here are from men. So let me ask y'all a question. We got 100 and something people saying this man had did something to them. You mean to tell me it took all 100 and something of them 20 plus years to say something about it? We ain't heard no whispers about it or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we done heard whispers about the parties. We ain't heard no whispers or no allegations or no fault. You know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, all this stuff just hit boom. I don't believe it. I mean, I know he ain't innocent. He done did something, but that's just wild. And this is for the conspiracy theorists out there. This was they saying. Oh, I got something for y'all. I got what 50 Cent said. 50 Cent said something deep. Hold on. He definitely said something to make you think. We know how 50 Cent was on Diddy's head. Let me find it right quick. I was just supposed to do the SR Bree story, but end up getting into this. So we're just gonna do this, and I'm gonna wrap it up because I got a guy about to come and hang my TV back up. My TV failed the other night, y'all. While I was alive. Hold on, let me find it right quick. Where is it at? Let me see. Hold on. 50 Cent says something very, very interesting about Diddy to make you think. Which one is it in? I might be in this one. All right, here it goes. I think it's in here. This is the guy right here who I was telling y'all about. Man declared innocent and given $4 million settlement after serving 24 years in prison for overturned deletion conviction. Is headed back to jail for deleting somebody. Hold on, where that 50 Cent thing at? If I can't find it, I'm gonna give y'all a summary of it. I'm lightweight smart, I ain't dumb, so I definitely can give you a summary on it. I got one more spot I'm gonna check. I know I had saved it. Hold on, I got one more spot I'm gonna check. No. All right, so this would here it go.
It's cool for the work for them.
When you work for them, but when
as soon as you start not working for them, shit get a little different. And that's just when, like, don't think that the stuff that you see from Puffy is not. Let's say this: these companies are like $3 billion a year, right? So they got lobbyists. Mm-hmm. The government doesn't even. They don't police dispersed business. The Discus Board does, but when they do something wrong, the Discus Board gives them a fine. what does the fine mean to us if we're getting $3 billion a year, Cap?
Right.
Just pay the fine, get them up out of here, and let's do it again if we have to. Right? If it's breaking the business go the right way, that's the way it works. So it's kind of interesting. I think that civil suit turned into a look. They looked at it like maybe it's a criminal situation.
Right.
A little early, and it could have been the same lobbyists and the same people that use their connections to make that happen for Puff.
You hear that? You hear what 50 said? He said it could have been the same people who he pissed off, the lobbyists in that liquor business, and made that situation happen for Puff. Now we know Puff, he had the lawsuit against the liquor company. Bill Cosby, he was trying to buy NBC when that situation had happened. And then, like I said the other day, it had came out that Michael Jackson was trying to buy Marvel. He was trying to buy the Marvel brand when his situation happened to him. Now, I ain't even going to say when he got deleted. I don't know if it's when he got deleted or if it's when them allegations had came out about him. But it's common, man. When it's smoke, it's fire. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Slap Gang, man. Let me see what Diva said. Diva said, right, I just don't understand why people wait so long to tell things that's happened to them when you was taught to tell. Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't believe it. I ain't going for that. This Puffy, ain't nobody gonna listen to me, and this, I ain't going for that, man. We know how, man. Look how cool they made it to snitch. They made this cool to snitch now. So you mean to tell me after all these years they just now coming out with it? Come on, man. I ain't going. Even if it was just one person, because now people could be like, oh yeah, I remember 10, 15 years ago, old girl did say this, say that. But everybody was zip lip. Come on, man. And then it's funny, too, like how all these men coming out. Man, how you think it, I can't relate, but how you think it would make a man feel to admit that he was touched or something? Men ain't going to come out. A lot of men ain't going to come out and say that, even when it's a bag involved. You know what I'm saying? Just due to the pride of being a man. You know what I'm saying? I'll see what Slap Gang said. Johnny Diggs said, hit that like button, man. Y'all tap that like button for me, man. We're just over here doing it. We're doing it for the gram / story time. I'm going to be on here for a few more minutes. It's 3:26 up my way. I got a guy going to come in on, hang my TV back up for me at 4. My TV fell off the wall, man, the other night. As soon as I hit my live button, I heard something go boom. My dog started barking. So I'm like, man, what's going on? I looked at my door, and I see out the corner of my eye, I see my TV hanging. I had already hit the live button. I couldn't stop the live. I went back there and did what I could do with it, and we kept the show rolling. You hear me? Shout out Jim's TV, man. If y'all ain't subscribed to Jim, stay over there and check out Jim. He got some dope interviews with some artists. All right, let me go. I'm gonna find one more for us, and then I got to bounce. I got to put my dog up and everything. Okay. We're going to do this easy to block captain. We're going to do just a little bite of what he did. So yesterday, after the Papoose and Remy Ma stuff got the trending real heavy, he had a live set up. He had it scheduled. So everybody was waiting, sticking around. Thousands of people in there waiting to hear what he had to come and say. He came and made the situation. He came and looked like a damn fool. He came and made Remy Ma look like a damn fool.
The nigga that y'all think that's so thorough, he put a recording device in Remy's car. So how he knew is he was bugging her fucking car. So like that's how the nigga knew. The nigga's a weirdo for real.
That right there just made him look stupid by calling dude weird for bugging his wife's car. How is he weird for bugging his wife's car? If he feel like something going on in his wife, you know what I'm saying, and he didn't supposed to held her down for all them years, you know what I'm saying? How is he wrong for bugging her car? She gonna bug his car if she feel like something going on. And if she ain't, it's another female out there that gonna bug their dude's car. He just came and just made the situation worse, man. Hold on.
Basically, it's been already split up already, like motherfuckers was living on. Newsflash. The nigga knew a few months before our battle hit me and holla. Knew already. I know he up there trying to play victim and all of that shit, but they knew. He knew 2 years ago. I ain't gonna lie. Give me don't let the nigga cap y'all niggas up.
I ain't gonna believe that he gonna say. At first, I kind of was feeling him when he was like, he thought they was done. But come on, man, you already know as a man, you already know when all right, say for instance, us as men, and we dealing with a woman that had been with a man, another guy for years, and they got a kid or two together, and they still in communication and doing baby stuff with the baby, and still doing TV shows together, and got some business ties. Come on, man, you know you already gonna have your antennas up for that. So he already supposed to been going into it like, it ain't over with. I'm the side dude. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. At first, it kind of made sense. I kind of felt for him when he's like, oh, I thought it was over. But then once I thought about it, I'm like, nah, man, you knew that wasn't over. Something you got 10, 15, 20 years invested in ain't going to just disappear in no 1, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Even if you do move on. You got that much time invested in the person, it's going to take maybe just as much time to get over them, no matter how bad or toxic the relationship was. You know what I'm saying? Because just like y'all had some bad moments, y'all definitely had some good moments that you know what I'm saying, y'all shared that's gonna make you gonna reflect on. Then Diva said facts. I don't think that's weird at all, because if I suspect anything wrong doing, the car will have a tracking device in it. Right. Well, he was definitely not weird for bugging this girl car when he felt like something going on. And like I was saying earlier about the SRT Bree situation, the spider senses, when we get them tingles and how y'all say y'all female got that female intuition, you pretty much already know. You know what I'm saying? It's like when they be talking about going through a person's phone. You gotta be careful because you're gonna find what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? They know, he knew. That's why I said I don't know if this is for. There's some truth in there, but a lot of it is for clout. You know what I'm saying? Because after Remy Ma had came out and posted what she had posted, then she had came back talking about, I need to get this cleared up, my PR team. It's too late now. It's too late. It's out there. So I might as well go ahead and ride through it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a perfect example to us, man. Everything that glitter ain't gold. They had it painted to us that was a black love, the perfect relationship, and man, come on, man. Now look at this. And then for Remy Ma to say Clarissa Shields is running from her, come on, man. Clarissa Shields? Remy Ma knows she can't mess with Clarissa Shields, man. I mean, she got, we know Remy Ma, she got the reputation of being a hothead. She did that time. What she did, she had popped somebody for stealing some money out of her purse. But it's kind of, it got some clout attached to it. So I'm about to be looking for some type of project. Oh, Clarissa Shields' movie come out, I think, Christmas Day. Her biography movie come out Christmas Day, I believe, on Amazon. So I'm definitely going to be looking for something else to drop, an album. It might be heating up us a storyline for Love and Hip Hop, because y'all know Remy Ma and Papoose was on Love and Hip Hop, so it's an undertone. There's something under there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Coolin'. As Coolin' say, it's an overplay for the underplay. There's something attached to it. There's definitely something attached to it. But I have one more good one. I got to go. All right, we're gonna talk about this Travis Hunter situation right quick. Travis Hunter, star quarterback for the Colorado Buffaloes. He got a girlfriend, and they caught her in some pictures, kind of not feeling him or whatever. A lot of people starting to tell him that she in it for the money, don't marry her, be careful, and that's just an example, man, how social media put people in our lives. I think people shouldn't even be, I ain't even gonna speak on this relationship, should he marry her or not. That's for him to choose. But this man just got like the whole world just speaking on his relationship just for some pictures. We don't know what happened before that picture was taken. You know what I'm saying? So he got a lot of celebrities coming out telling him don't marry her, make sure you get a prenup. But there has been some kind of awkward pictures being shown that would make the average person think she wasn't feeling him or there was a problem or something. But we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. See, that situation right there, something that looked rocky, would be the perfect relationship versus the Remy Ma and Papoose relationship that looked perfect and the one that's rocky. The world is backwards. We in 2024, man. The world is backwards. Men want to be women. Women want to be men. Men carrying purses. You know what I'm saying? The best golfer black, best rapper white. mean, the world is backwards now, man. So it wouldn't even surprise me. I said that was going to be the last one. Hold on. There's so much going on, man. Let me see. Floyd Mayweather. We're talking about Floyd Mayweather right quick. And that's going to be the last one, I promise. Floyd Mayweather had a little situation when he was down in, let me see where he was at. He was somewhere, he was in a different country. Floyd Mayweather attacked and chased out of Hatton Garden in London for supporting Israel. It definitely got real kind of, it got volatile by being in a different country. It really could have went a whole different way. I guess people in London wasn't feeling Floyd Mayweather supporting Israel, so he kind of like had some altercations where his bodyguards had to step in and kind of stop a mob from getting to him. You know what I'm saying? That's situation. I got to thinking about that. I'm like, damn, he could have just been ended up having to do the right thing and defending himself and ended up over there stuck in prison forever. Got to be careful, man, when we go into these other countries when there ain't really too many people, you know what I'm saying, that's living that lifestyle that can go. But for the ones that is, man, we got to be careful. I know y'all heard the story a while back about a guy went over to Dubai and did something super, super simple. I forgot what it was. We're going to say something like spitting on the sidewalk, and they buried him in jail to the point where the government had to step in and try to get him out of there. But yeah, man, that was, we did that, the story time. My assistant set me up by SRT Bree, man. If y'all want to check it out, man, slide over to her TikTok page. If y'all just come in and didn't get to catch it, definitely was an eye-opening experience. It showed us, man, how easy it is for the back door to get left open on us. Then we did a little bit of doing it for the ground. After I get this TV put up, man, I might come back a little later on. But if I don't, man, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, man, at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be hanking with American Felon. Like I was telling y'all, see, that really was the sector I was supposed to be in when I first came to YouTube. Because I was going to be coming on. I was going to do my prison cooking videos. I was going to be doing my prison prison stories and my interviews with other guys. I did me a couple interviews. I think I had subscribed to a couple of the messy channels and commented in the chat a couple times and whoop, got sucked to that algorithm. I'm going to show y'all you can get out of it. I'm going to show you how to get out of an algorithm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if I don't come back tonight, y'all, man, make sure y'all tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit that like button if y'all ain't hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, man. We on the road to 4K. I'm gonna go ahead and give everybody like a definition of hanking. In Dayton, you know, people selling drugs, they call it hanking. You know, if a nigga was selling a lot of dope, they like, you know what I'm saying, I'm hanking. Yeah. So what I did it took and put a positive spin to it, you know. So I took the word hanking and I made it stand for when you can supply the demand and consistently turn a profit.
This is a certified hood classic.
We've been had money. Money ain't nothing without us being together. It don't make no difference if you the maid or if you the motherfucking bodyguard. Everybody get extras around here, friends benefits. Everybody travel from place to place and kick it with each other, and every place is like home.
Love Chhyld got that sauce.
Let's get it.
Welcome to my city, Westwood, they know Ohio. Midwest players and hustlers, check the bio. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. I'm in love with the game. Run, Hopper, Norris, Cole. Ohio player self-made. Gym City, we on gold. M-double-G, yeah, money go getters. Real niggas bout that life. Niggas can't up with us.
They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it.
I salute to all the hustle, Jay, Charlie, Bugs, and Round, Keith, Denny, Bert, Earl, the D-boys in the Allens, Chino and Lil J, J, Mac and Carleon, Skane, Key and Diamond Cut, DBM, you know we own. I used to cook the D, I did corn, shoot the 3 when he played for the Heats. Then I flooded the streets. Hustle gang, that's my squad, that's my motherfucking team. Just might be your worst nightmare. there or sell you a dream. We all about the money, up the system, they corrupt. Ain't no credit, straight cash,
So I got my hustle up. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it. They call me Hankin for a reason. If I said it, then I done it. I supply what they demand and make a profit from it.
Matter of fact, after you leave here, you end up getting your teeth on something and coming up with something better. You know what I'm saying? Like a new car, new house, maybe the kids get to go to school, private school, paid for, courtesy of the mom. You know what I'm saying? We pay. You know, that's simple. A lot of niggas don't like to spend their money. We love to spend our money. We can't take none of this shit with us. None. Ain't no armored trucks pulling up at no funeral. Simple.
My boy Hankin TV, that's my dog. He gonna be on the channel real soon. I think tomorrow, man. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Hankin TV, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's my boy. He put dope content over there.
Y'all niggas rather be more famous than rich. I ain't never lived my life trying to be famous at all. I don't give a fuck about that shit. We trying to get this motherfucking money, stack these coins, so I can do what the fuck I want to do, and everybody around me can do what the fuck they want to do.
I said, wait a minute, wait.